Hey YouTube, try to keep this short. Like and subscribe. So this is a P bass I've just fixed up for my pal. I believe he's going to sell it. Westfield P bass. I'm playing through this Marshall bass amp. No tone. So, it's a P bass. Got a wee bit of history. It's only been 3 minutes. Can't make it as short as that. I normally do big long videos where I talk rubbish, but this is kind of just to say, these are Westfield, were an importer based in East Kilbride in Scotland. And these are made in the Far East somewhere, or China, Korea, Indonesia, something like that. Probably Korea, just because, and I reckon they ran kind of from, don't quote me on this, sort of the 90s, the late 90s to sort of the 2010s, probably. And then they're gone now because, well, I'd imagine they're probably just bought over by somebody else. They'll now be called something else. But they're pretty good. It's very similar to a Fender-shaped headstock on this. And basically, it's a P bass. P bass came out in, go for the whole history then, eh? So Leo Fender, the guy who invented the Fender, well, it's not a Fender, but a Telecaster, kind of like that. 1951, something like that, 50. The first ever electric Spanish guitar, solid body. It's not hollow, it's just basically a plank of wood, stuff nailed on it. And then 51, 52, something like that. The only basses you could get were, upright. And I don't know if you've ever actually seen an upright bass. I mean, obviously you've seen pictures of them, but see if you actually have a shot of one. They really are absolutely massive. My pal Steph had one, and he was like, I've got an upright bass, do you want a shot of it? I was like, yeah, it sounds great. And it was in the other side of his room, and I thought, that's enough a wee door you've got. The thing's this size. And when you go to play it, it's like, you think, I'm used to playing normal basses like that, but okay, it's sort of like this. No one, it's a way out here somewhere. And this thing, it's huge. So, and obviously now that the guitar players had electric guitars, they to become louder so they could play along with drums and trumpets and stuff, the bass player started getting a bit quiet, so Lou invented the P bass, and it's pretty much this. So the first bass guitar was a P bass. The P stands for precision, because it's got frets, like a guitar does, you know, like because obviously an upright bass is fretless, so that's what the P comes from, precision. So Lou invented the 34-inch scale length, which this is. Pretty much, this isn't the very first P bass had a, well, I think a Telecaster headstock like that, but the scratch plate on it kind of was a slightly different shape, and it didn't have this double pickup. It just did a single pickup for a couple of years. But I think by the time you got to 1956 or something like that, it looked like this or like that, and that was it. And basically, you go into the shop just now, any guitar shop that sells any basses at all, guaranteed they will have P basses because they just got it right first time. I'm a big P bass fan. That's my best bass, my main one. I've had that for 20 years, and it's obviously it's prettier than this one. Well, I don't know, maybe if you like all black. So basically, you can't really go that much wrong. I've just gone over this and done it all up. So it's now working 100% as new, or probably better than it ever was. Set up nice low action, and it works really well. So Westfield, worth giving them a shot. They're going to eventually. It's one of those ones, because there was so many of them, like 10 years ago. You can still probably pick these up for pretty much bargainous prices. I think in 10 years' time, people will start going, oh, prices will start going up, because it does have the very Fendery headstock. That's you know, often you get like a P bass that's got a horrible headstock, because Fender actually own the copyright to that. So I don't know how Westfield got round that, because that's very much like, I think it's maybe not quite. I think the Fender one kind of curves down a little bit more like this. You know, it's a wee bit more here, kind of comes in a bit further, I think. But definitely ballpark. And you just get a volume and a tone, and this humbucking split coil pickup, and you get lots of basses with extra pickups, maybe more for your slapping and popping, which you kind of genuinely. It still does it. It's just that I can't do it, so that's not really the bass's fault. But that's all I need. I just need the one pickup. So 7 minutes. Okay, rock on. Subscribe to the channel if you're just watching this from anywhere else. Catch you later.